This is a quick video showing a cylinder taken apart. This is a Black Magic 8-inch cylinder. You have your casing, your piston, your shaft, the bushing, and the collar. The bushing goes inside here, and what that is meant to do is hold the shaft from wobbling back and forth when it's part way out. The collar screws onto this, the threads here, and that's what keeps everything together basically. This is a triple O-ring cylinder, very well made. Always been a big fan of Black Magic. But other than that, let me explain the differences between the skinnies, mediums, fats, and the super fats. What they are talking about when it comes to the designations is the size of the piston. A skinny uses a 1-inch piston. This is a medium. It uses a 1 1/4 inch piston. The fats use a 1 1/2 inch piston, which is a little bit bigger. And then the super fats, of course, they use a bigger piston right here. And of course, corresponding casing, corresponding shaft also. The way I was told many moons ago, many years ago, is if you have a pump that is capable of, 10,000 pounds, you could use almost any cylinder you want. But if you have a pump where maybe it's only rated for 3,000 pounds, you want to get a cylinder that has a bigger piston. Reason being is because the bigger the piston, the less force you're going to need on the other side to be able to lift the car. Now, if you have a pump that is capable of, say, 10,000 pounds, then you're talking about speed. So the skinnier piston, say a 1-inch, the skinnies, when you apply the force with that 10,000 pound pump, it's going to shoot it out really fast. Now the bigger the piston gets, the slower it's going to get. So you have, say, a 1 3/4 inch piston, is going to shoot out much slower than the 1-inch piston that goes really fast. The normal is the medium cylinder. That seems to be the thing, that the size cylinder that everybody uses. It's well rounded, well, basically it can do, it's good for many uses, especially with today's pumps. The medium cylinder is probably your best bet. Now, telescopic cylinders, I put another 8-inch up there for reference. Telescopic cylinders, now imagine this cylinder being back together, of course. You have a upper casing, the mid casing, and then the shaft, of course. The mid casing acts as a shaft, as the first stage of the telescopic cylinder. So basically, imagine all of this being inside of that one. And what happens is, you apply pressure, it's going to push out the bigger shaft first. So it's going to push out this part. Then when you bottom that one out, it's going to start pushing on the smaller shaft. Reason being, just like I said before, the bigger the piston, the easier it is to move. So it's always going to push on the bigger piston first, then the smaller piston. And I hope that explains to you how skinnies, mediums, fats, and super fats and telescopic cylinders work. And I hope you have a good night.